let's take a look at one more example of determining if a function is differentiable or not. I'm looking at this piecewise function, and I want to figure out if it's differentiable at x equals 2. Well, I first need to make sure that f of x is continuous at x equals 2. So that's going to be my first check. Is f of x continuous at x equals 2? So I'm going to go and I'm going to check my three things. I'm going to check the limit as x approaches 2 from the left of the function. I need to check f of 2, and I need to check the limit as x approaches 2 from the right of the function. Well, on the left and right at 2, that's defined by the top part, so I'm going to get 2 squared plus 1. I'm going to get 5. And as I approach 2 from the right, that's on the bottom part, so 4 times 2 minus 3. That's also 5, so yes, I'm continuous. Now I need to make sure that f prime of x is continuous at x equals 2. Is f prime of x continuous at x equals 2? And remember, for this part, we only need to check the two limits. We don't really have to talk about the f prime of 2 value. First, I'm going to go and I'm going to calculate my derivative. F prime of x equals 2x when x is less than 2, and 4 when x is greater than 2. And remember, if it does end up being continuous, then we can just put an equal sign on one of the pieces. I need to look at the limit as x approaches 2 from the left of f prime of x, and I need to look at the limit as x approaches 2 from the right of f prime of x. Well, as I approach 2 from the left, I'm going to get 2 times 2. I'm going to get 4. And as I approach 2 from the right, I just have that constant function 4. Yes, they're equal. Since yes, my function was continuous, and yes, my function f prime was continuous at x equals 2, I can say that f of x is differentiable at x equals 2. If we were ever asked to explain why it was differentiable, then I could say because the limit as x approaches 2 from the left of f of x does equal f of 2, does equal the limit as x approaches 2 from the right of f of x, and also because the limit as x approaches 2 from the left of f prime of x equals the limit as x approaches 2 from the right of f prime of x.